Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
She believes in our purpose.
That's kind of
Must
cool.
not be her purview.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Huh. Room upgrades. Hell yeah. Let's take care of this right now. We're getting him a plush dog bed for sure. I want a mirror to look at my gorgeous self. Alright, that'll be good for now.
Good girl, Charlie.
Oh, good to know.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
That looks good.
I'm gonna look around for a little bit, see if I can find anything new. I might be able to now.
Blessings of the goddess. The goddess disagrees.
Can't do anything about that yet.
Caretaker hardly spoke of him, but I like to imagine my father was a great hero whose spirit protected these woods. What is this? Interesting. Ah, I see. I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I had almost forgotten about it. Curious. This rubble looks loose. The gods are fickle. Was I ever really this innocent?
Moderate attack,
Maybe before I
iron
started
oak
my
charm.
training. This is which sign?
Today, with the help of my loyal followers, I continued work on the foundations of the House of Worship. I knew it was called here to this spot for a reason. Praise be, I found that reason. The page I have unearthed is no ordinary parchment, but whispers to me, calling me to extend my influence and share these words with the people of this village. When he calls, I will listen. That doesn't seem ominous at all.
Oster smiles upon me.
Place seems huge. Rare gift, minor heroic essence. Sometimes I wake still caught up in my dreams. I'm running behind. I'm not gonna read all that. A lot to read. Sorry guys for those watching. I don't want to read all that.
My old fort. I never got the chance to truly know my mother. Only the monster she became. The standing stones. There is powerful magic at work here.
Jean. Jean Grey. And a tarot card. Honored skill essence, rune of aggression. There's a lot to explore out here. New haven discovered, the Earthy Oaks. There are numerous haven locations, and once discovered, a haven can be used for a special daytime hangout with a hero, where the friendship rewards are increased. Each haven can only be used once. Each hero can only attend a single haven over the course of the game. Okay, good to know.
I need to find the next moon seal.
I'm gonna go this way. We have only so much time before Lilith's shadow falls upon this ground. I must continue to train.
The great seer known as Endra Moore is buried here. Much like Nico, her powers came dangerously close to crossing the line, but she was among the most loyal of the Midnight Suns. Perhaps a witch from the Salem Coven made this.
If anybody watching the stream or on YouTube wants to read that, I'll wait a few seconds. Or if you want to pause the video if you're on YouTube, you can. That's it? I thought there'd be more here. Guess not. I think we pretty much covered that entire area.
I should have known you'd wind up here eventually. You were somehow always here as a child.
If only I had known him. And still you masked even this from me. My own father's grave?
It wasn't you I was hiding it from. I've been making a lot of apologies to you lately. Now, they probably don't mean that much,
But I am sorry, Hunter. Lilith's relationship with your father went against our ways, our purpose, or so I believed at the time. It was the Elder Gods themselves who first breathed life into us. Human notions like falling in love couldn't possibly be part of their plan.
And then you met Agatha.
If only I'd realized it sooner. I might have been a little kinder towards him, especially at the end.
What happened?
A great sickness came upon this area just before you were born. Your father was one of the first to fall.
With all your power, the two of you could not save him?
Lilith was a gifted healer, but this was no ordinary plague. The corruption went beyond his physical body. In the end, there was nothing we could do.
What did Lilith do?
She did what anyone would have done. She grieved. But in her grief, she lost herself, and her grief turned into anger.
Is that when you took me from her?
It wasn't long after that. Things started to fall apart before my eyes. I couldn't see another way out but to run.
The plague that turned her into the mother of demons?
No, this was something else, but cut from the same cloth. Your mother was no longer the woman I knew. The sister I had fought alongside for centuries. She was gone.
I've never heard you talk this way before, Sarah.
It's hard to walk the grounds here without churning up so many old memories. Maybe now you understand why I don't venture out here that often anymore.
You were not affected by the plague?
We were all affected, whether we were among the sick or not. I'm sure there was a time when your mother and I both would have just as soon joined the dead than continue to watch the villagers suffer.
I cannot imagine you ever reaching that point.
Lilith may have been the most skilled herbalist in the New World. I saw her perform near miracles with the potions she concocted from the plants in her garden. She was consumed by the idea of finding a cure.
But she never found one.
No, despite her efforts, nothing ever worked.
I can see how that would be a dark time for both of you.
With darker times still to come.
Thank you, Sarah. Your timing may need work, but I appreciate the honesty.
Anything for you, Hunter. Anything.
If only it were always this easy to bring a family together. Tell me about my father.
Believe it or not, you could thank your father for those good looks of yours. There is a striking resemblance.
I only have the faintest memory of him. What was he like?
He was honest. A working man, you could say. Authentic. Of course, I still didn't like him, but that wasn't really his fault. I'm old enough to admit that now.
But he loved my mother?
He loved her, and she was smitten with him. As the story goes, they were happy together. For a time.
Until I came along?
You were an unexpected gift, but a welcome one. Your father was very proud.
I wish I could talk with him now.
I know that feeling all too well, kiddo.
Fast travel now. Oh, I didn't realize that. Wait.
That is something.
This is new. I don't remember this.
The Goddess of Order approves.
So much to explore. It's like absolutely crazy.
Intriguing.
Supposed to be a note here, or
Noble Oscar guides my hand.
domino. She-Hulk. Oh, I'm almost found half the tarot cards are. No, there was a door over here that I could open. That door.
The goddess of order approves.
So much. Yeah.
It is one of the elemental rods.
Tarot card.
This looks like a fairy ring.
Already went through there, right? I couldn't do anything up there? Or did I not? Where's the back room coming from? Back room coming from. I just want to make sure there's nothing else. I don't think so. The only other place I can go is through the wall. I can't go that way yet. And obviously I can't go through that yet either. Alright, let's go back. I think I've pretty much gone through the entire place. Then again, I'm not too sure. There's a rare chest over here and a rare chest at Hunter's Folly. So there's a common chest there. That was an epic chest there, for obvious reason. Fast travel to the Bloodgate real quick. Why is it not letting me fast travel? Not let you fast travel yet? Okay. And I guess. I think I pretty much did everything, but I'm not really sure. Like I said, there's just so much stuff. I don't know what I found and what I haven't found yet. Because there's like literally so many places to go. And there's stuff, places that I haven't already been. Let's go up to Hunter's Folly, because I haven't been up here yet. Or I have been, but not, like, now.
Just what I was looking for.
Now I have the Earth Elemental Rod. What does that mean? Like, what do I do with the rods? Like, is there something special at the Blood Gate, or... I'm at the Blood Gate now. I'm gonna go to the Blood Gate and see. Maybe that has some kind of effect. Because I'm assuming it does. Right? Or... no. Here? Journal page I missed. This, but I'm not opening a common chest. Now I'm curious. So I'm up here and I can't pass this wall. I'm guessing this is just something I can't do until later then. I've looked everywhere and I don't see any other blood gates. Then again, here's the standing stones. Does this have something to do with me? Like, should I go back? Alright, hang on. We're gonna run back. I'm gonna see if this has something to do with it. And then we'll continue the story. How did I miss those?
Fascinating.
Okay. So we need to go up, if I'm correct. Right? No? Maybe not. Can I teleport? It's not letting me fast travel, even though it says I can. It just doesn't work. Okay. We'll run all the way back. Back? I think I used all I could use. How I'm gonna be able to remember all this, I don't know. How do I get back again? This way.
Regardless of what Mr. Stark thinks, the mirror table was
There's nothing here, right? Nothing new. doesn't look like it, and we can't really do anything with that.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss. Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? No problem. How does this look?
Good day, Hunter.
I talked to Strange. Let me go ahead and do this.
Let's do this. Caretaker said I need to be a team player, so I guess I'm letting you choose for me too. Do your thing.
So I actually couldn't upgrade. Why tell me I could have upgraded if I can?
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
Do you think this will be enough to give us an edge?
I hope so. Whatever it is, it's quite powerful. I'm relying on my instincts here, but
That seems a bit risky.
right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare. There's more to this workspace than meets the eye. I just hope you brought me something interesting. hosts of Hoggoth. I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. To be fair, it does look interesting, at least.
Let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
We're not quite finished yet.
Hey, Hunter. Got a sec to spare?
You moving? You've been here more in the past few days than I have since... ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
I am the Scourge of the Lilith. My name is whispered in fear across the 7 hells. When I fight, I make war, not make-believe, Robbie. Be sure your Sparky is ready to do the same.
Damn, Hunter! You talk the same kind of smack that he does. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blade to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Oh, he's Ghost Rider.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Spirits of vengeance train the hardest. Like playing with fire, huh?
Maybe you should be the spirit of vengeance.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.